Hi, so this is the Kinsman Free Public Library. Today we are going to be talking about self-publishing. I know originally we had said this class was going to be a live class, but a few things happened and we needed to push it back to a recording. You can still comment any questions you have. I will answer them as quickly as possible. Just that's kind of why there wasn't a live stream at 10 this morning. Okay, so self-publishing is basically just doing it yourself. You are the publisher rather than just the writer. There are some differences though, like an agent or a publishing house will be pickier and more selective, but they also will take care of the marketing for you. They will give you an advancement on books published, but then before they even look at you, they'll expect a finished product up front. While doing it yourself, you get to keep all the money you make, but you also have to do the marketing, the cover design, and all the work that the editing and all the stuff the publisher would take care of. So it can be harder and more of a risk for you to do. There are a bunch of different types of self-publishing. The two main ones are complete self-publishing. You do it all yourself. You market the book, you do the cover, you're the editor, you're everything. You're basically the publishing house. Hybrid publishing is a mixture of self-publishing, though, and the traditional style of publishing. Traditional publishing houses will kind of offer this, but it's not the most common way to do it. Basically, you'll share the profits of the book. They don't give you an advance, and they'll help with the marketing and editing and cover art while you'll just take on the rest of the work and the risk. If you're looking for self-publishing, there are free and paid options. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you need for your own book. For example, Amazon offers free self-publishing. You can log on today after just typing up some gobbledygook, whatever you want, and they'll publish an ebook, a physical copy for you, and it's free. Ingram, on the other hand, which is a publishing house, but it also sells books, like to libraries and stuff. But they'll charge you to publish it because they're taking on some of the risk, but they're also helping you become easier to find. Amazon's free publishing services offers a step-by-step guide, so it can be if you've never self-published and you need someone to help you and walk through, this can be a great place to start. They also help with the cover design, and they're a drag and drop, so it's just you find what you like and you pull it over and it's good and done for you. Although it's not the most professional looking covers when you do it this way, so it might be a good idea to design your cover on a third-party site like a Canva or a Poster My Wall, or even hire a graphic design artist to make it for you before you do go and publish. Like I said earlier, Amazon also lets you decide if you just want it to do as an ebook, as a print book, or you can also do them both. Wattpad is a social media platform for writers. You can post your work to share and have it critiqued and read, but Wattpad occasionally will also get books published for you if it's popular enough. They also have partnered with Netflix to make those books into movies and TV shows. Consider the After series by Anna Todd. It was a fan fiction written exclusively on Wattpad, but all those books have now been published physically and are getting a movie. Ingram Spark, we had briefly discussed this earlier. They can charge anywhere from $25 to $50, if not a little bit more to publish through them, but you also through them can publish just an ebook, a print book, or a combo. And according to their website, they claim that they can help you get your book into around 3,000 bookstores and libraries. So if you're trying to make sure your book is easily discoverable and you're going to get the most sales, they might be the best option. bookstores. Corporate bookstores like Books A Million and Barnes & Noble and would have been Borders if they had paired with Amazon quick enough, offer their own publishers. It can be expensive though. Books A Million charges $700 for a free book, for a paper book. You can publish an ebook free through them, but anything else, the pricing gets more and more expensive. Barnes & Noble offers it too. They don't list their prices, but with the two companies being in competition with each other, I would assume the pricing is competitive and they'll offer the same services. The next thing is when should you be doing things? When should you start talking? How do you get your blog going? Should you be talking about it on Facebook or Twitter? Knowing the timeline can be tricky. So typically 6 to 10 months before your book gets published, it's a good idea to start talking about it. Blast it on social media, maybe throw out some tidbits, give them a little bit of something, a sneak preview for the cover art, something that gets your readers excited. 3 to 6 months before you get ready to publish, you should do an edit, like a real strong, thorough edit. You can either do this yourself or get a friend, family member, or if you really, really, really want to make sure that book is streamlined and perfect, you can hire a professional editor. There are websites where you can actually hire people like this. I think one of them is called Fiverr, and they literally charge starting at $5 for these different services. You can actually go there to get your book covers designed too. And then 1 to 2 months before you're ready, you should be making sure your cover art's good, you've edited, you've been blasting it on social media, and if you can get your books into a bookstore, it might not be a bad idea to set up a book signing too. Social media. That's probably the best way to get your book out there. You can post it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, excerpts, interacting with your fans, posting you working on your book. Each website's going to have different things. Like Instagram, I would only post pictures of me maybe working on my book or giving shout outs to other books I like, make it more loosey-goosey and kind of fun. Twitter could be a good place to talk up the book and also interact with your fans in a bit more of a semi-formal situation. You could be talking about your book and talking about your work process and everything else you have got going on. But it's still, with its 240 character limit, it's still kind of a informal setting. Facebook, I would use this mostly for advertising. Post when you're publishing, let them know, run contests, post experts, create events, and this will kind of serve as a calendar for your fans. And then YouTube. Go to YouTube, post videos about the book process. You can do readings. You can, if you're an expert in something, talk about that topic, especially if your book has something to do with it, because you could raise interest in it just by talking about a similar topic, making them want to read more or find out more from you. And then videos it's completely easy to make a video. You can do it right from your computer or your phone. You don't need a lot of equipment to get started right away. And then blog it. If you are already blogging and you have created a reader base, it'll be super easy to get them to switch from your blog to a book because they're already interested in what you have to say. Goodreads. Put your book on Goodreads. It's free and easy for authors to get on Goodreads. You create a whole separate account. It lets people share your book. You can run contests through them, ask the author events where your readers can get to know you even more. And then the readers who are adding your book to their shelves can also share it with their friends and get more free advertising, basically. And then Workshops. If you need help editing or you get stuck along the way, there are various groups online or in person that you can go and visit in order to get help. There's the writers group in Akron can be a great place. There's online groups like Reddit, Absolute Right Water Cooler, and Bookrix. It's Reddit is multiple boards. You could even find like the book subreddit or a self-publishing subreddit, and this will help you find people going through similar things to help you work through it. Same with Absolute Right Water Cooler. It's more of a social networking platform for authors so that you could get guidance if you get stuck or find someone that could help you edit. And then Bookrix is actually specifically just for people who want to self-publish. So it'll be a bit more focused on what you're doing, while the Akron's Absolute Writer Water Cooler is just the general group for help and advice like Reddit or the writers group in Akron. And that's it. If you have questions, please comment down below. I know there's a lot of information and I probably didn't cover everything because there's so much out there on the process that it's overwhelming to just Google search it because everybody has their own opinions on how it should be done, where you should do it, what things should look like, timelines. It's a little confusing when you're first getting started. Even for me doing the research, I was like, what's right or what's wrong? So this is just what I found to be the most common bits of info through all of the websites and blogs. Thank you.